I can't be the only one that saw this earlier today or the past few days. Announced on Twitter and across the social medias, France will be sending a development team down in New Zealand for their tour between New Zealand and the and the French rugby team in the summer tour next year. So that's going to be 2025 at around about June July tests, which South Africa and Australia and all the Southern Hemisphere teams host to start their rugby season. For us this season, it was Ireland, where we drew 1-1 with them. For New Zealand, it was England, where they won 2-1. And for Australia, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Japan. I might, or Argentina. No, it was Japan or Wales. I'm not too sure. But anyway, it's usually when a European team comes down to a Southern Hemisphere team to play rugby. And yeah, France, on the other hand, who have historically, I don't know what's the big deal about it, because historically France has never adhered to this fixture with their top class talent. Every time they brought people over, they got thrashed. So I don't know what's the upheaval now. But I think the upheaval now is that the big tests bring money to IRB or World Rugby. And so the idea that arguably one of the best rugby teams in the world, France, is not going to go down to New Zealand and send their best team over there. New Zealand, obviously, rightfully so, is livid, because for them, these are commercial opportunities to make money. And the commercial viability of these test matches is solely reliant on the matchups. A DuPont versus a Damien McKenzie, Will Jordan versus a Daniel Pernot, or an Entamac versus uh, Baden Barrett. Those matchups are lucrative. They're enjoyable. It is what that brings you. It's what brings you to the game. That rivalry between incredible rugby nations, and France, I think, is just adhering to their money masters, which is top 14 rugby. Top 14 rugby is in charge of French rugby. They're in charge. It's like English football being run by Premier League soccer teams or the Premier League. They dictate what happens. And we might be haters and say, no, you got to respect the New Zealand fixture. But that's not how they operate. Top 14 is king, and whatever auxiliary thing that happens is what happens. This might be a call to the international community to have one global calendar for rugby, and so clubs and nations could work together